Hey Saber fans from Saberland, quick run through the Straight Talker today, which is the Yaddle hilt from Tales of the Jedi. Obviously it's called the Straight Talker because I don't know about you, I was expecting her to talk like Yoda, a bit backwards, but she spoke normally, and equally she spoke a lot of sense, trying to give Dooku that second chance, that redemption, which he didn't take. And speaking of Dooku, we have the turn hilt here, the Jedi Dooku hilt from Tales of the Jedi. It's already been released. Very nice. Now this is a beautifully small box. Beautifully small because it's a very small hilt, because she's a very small character. So, we've got the box designed by Christian Cruz. Awesome work as always. It's absolutely awesome. It's a great little box. There is still a chance to make things right. So, pretty neat. Big fan of his work. Thank you very much, Christian, for all your hard work. Let's drop the box. So, we have the hilt. Nice foam padded box. There is an Allen key included. I took mine out already. So, here we have the hilt. It's an oval profile, so it's wider this way that you're seeing it now, and then narrower this way. Single plunger setup, 7/8 inch blade. I studied the Tales of the Jedi a lot to get this design down, to get both of the designs down. Just pausing, screen grabbing, absolutely every single moment I possibly could, and in those screen grabs I found that it is an oval shaped hilt, rather unique. It's a very difficult one to machine. The factory did a great job on considering the actual profile of it and the anodizing that's required as well. They did great, really good job. Single brass plunger here, spring loaded, and then you've got a removable pommel here. So it's got a retention grub screw in the bottom of the pommel, which is meant for your chassis, because the ID is completely round. There's nothing to clock the chassis in here, because if we started putting stuff on the inside of the chassis, on the inside of the hilt, you're removing what little space there already is inside of this hilt. So I have an install here, one I made earlier, Blue Peter style, single switch, high amp kill switch, crystal chamber chassis, so it's got a crystal there. There is a basic chassis that takes an 18650 battery, no crystal chamber. Obviously both chassis are tight for wiring because it is a small ID hilt, but to be honest, this wasn't too bad. You just got to be sensible of how you're placing your wires and making sure you can place your board down into the tight fit there before you start, if you think about trying to use any glue to hold it down. You don't really need to, it is a tight fit, but if you want to use glue, just make sure you test it before you put it down. Make sure it's all nice and tight and snug and all the wires are going in the right direction, so you don't have any wires layering up on top of each other. Crystal chamber takes an 18350, I can't remember if I've already mentioned that. I've got a 22mm speaker in the bottom here. There is a 24mm version of the chassis as well to take a 24mm speaker, and a stock short pin emitter PCB up at the top here. So that just slides on down. So you can tell straight away. So you can do this if you want to. You can just put your chassis down there and gently hold plunger whilst you do up pommel, and that's not going anywhere. That's a good way of doing it. So you don't even have to like click the button, you can just hold it down on top of the plunger, turn that in if you wanted to, or you can use the grub screw that I've put in the pommel here to help retain the chassis and keep its orientation every single time you go to do it up. So I'll demonstrate that now. And what for that you will need a bit of tape. So I know I've just taken it back out, I don't really need to do that. Here's a bit of tape. So again, put your chassis in, line up your plunger to your switch. So I'm going to put that down there, not pushing down on the switch, I'm just putting a little bit of pressure on it, not enough to actuate the switch. And this until you get to a point where it's tight enough that you're happy with it. So I'm happy there. And so I've misaligned my chassis, so So it's good to do it wrong, to show how to do it right. Put it back down. That's where I want it. Do your pommel up. So it goes tight enough that you're happy with it. So I'm happy about there. It's quite tight enough. So grab your bit of tape, put it on your pommel, line it up with your plunger at the front. Excuse me, I'm in a little bit of a rush, so do excuse my haste. Unscrew the pommel, slide out your chassis. So you want to find that bit of tape, align it with your switch. Hopefully I have. If you want to use a finer bit of tape, it's up to you. I know you might be struggling to see it because I'm using a black bit of tape on a black pommel. Forgive me, I don't have anything else. And then you're just going to nip this up. Not too tight because you're pushing into print, so you don't want to split your print for no reason, do you? And then before I turn it on, I'm just going to double check it. We overturned it this time. I could have actually put it around a bit further, but I'm not going to worry about it, just again for the video, just playing it safe. So look, there we go, I can remove the bit of tape. Unthread this, hit the switch.
Whatever you have done, you can make up for it now by bringing him to justice.
Sound font by Jesse at Kyberphonic. He's great. I've said it many times. This is the Yaddle font from the Tales of the Jedi sound font package. I'm going to about here. And that's incredibly loud. Oh. Twist on and twist off. So I haven't got much space around my desk, but let's just plug in the blade. Giggles. Use the Allen key at the hilt. Try not to hit anything. Wonderful. There we go. Fully installed Yaddle.
Master Dooku.
There we have it. Very happy with that. Turned out great. Goes really, really well with the turn hilt. So put that down there. And there we go. Two wonderful hilts to have a duel against each other. I wouldn't recommend dueling with them. Especially since they're both 7/8 inch blades. But yeah, that's turned out great. What a great pair. I think Shane had a discount for any of those that jumped on it early. I can't remember, but I think he did. And it's a great set to have from the Tales of the Jedi series. Right, that's it for that video. More to come. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next video. Hit like and subscribe and all that jazz. See you later. Bye.